Thermal sound waves. Thermal sound waves, a natural alternative to fast food radio. We're here. C.Truth, Kev Lawrence. That's what it is.
Right.
Hit us up, 347-454-1278. Email us, thermalsoundwaves@gmail.com. Y'all know what it is and what we do. If you don't know, this is a part of the show where we bring in some guests, some people that you may know or may not know, but you can gain some things from. And today is no different. We are bringing somebody in today whose family. He's been on the show before of this long-running program. He's in the corporate world, done a lot of things in the world of entertainment and such.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into that and find out just what he's up to nowadays.
Just checking up on him.
Exactly. He goes by the name of Corporate Ken. What's going on?
What's going on, fellas? How's everything?
We all right? Can we still call you Corporate Ken? Is that still okay?
I mean, yeah, that's. I guess that's one of the names. That's but I go by regular Ken. It could be Corporate Ken. Corporate Ken is the music side, though.
Okay.
So well, you've done a lot on the music side, for a lot of people. But I know you have transferred over to it's still considered music. It's still a part of the music side, but just the entertainment side, period.
Yeah, this is more television.
Okay. So real quick, just give people a brief history of some of the things you've done musically as far as entertainment goes.
Wow. Musically, I mean, I've worked with a lot of great people. And when I say great, I don't even want to talk about the artists. I've worked with a lot of great people that have broken artists, that have been the minds behind a lot of these great artists that you guys hear of today for, different labels, Columbia, Universal.
You could drop some names. It's cool.
TDT. When you say drop names of artists
of the
that
people
we worked with,
of the
people,
the influential people that you work with, that
like yourself,
make the engine run.
Man, it's so many.
Give us a couple highlights.
I started with the person who started Mix Show Radio. Who gave me my first gig, which was Charles Dixon. Charles Mixon Dixon.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Absolutely.
He started Mix Show at WPGC out of DC. That man right there. And he gave me an opportunity to get into the industry at Columbia Records.
Absolutely.
And then the person who actually truly took care of me and I learned a lot from. He only had one rule. And, I know I can't curse here, but his one rule was to don't F up. And
it's a good rule.
And that was it. You can't, you just make it happen. And that was OJ Wedlaw.
Oh,
and OJ Wedlaw
wow.
is those are the first two people that I worked for, and their coordinator was Alex Williams, and Alex Williams taught me a lot as well. His work ethic and the way that he ran his show. Like I can't not mention those three names first and foremost.
Absolutely. Now we could bring things up to speed, and for those who don't know who he's talking about specifically, y'all need to get the Google going and find out who these people are that make it possible and make it happen for all the tunes that you hear on radio, TV, and arenas and all that kind of stuff.
People
all these
you walk past and think, excuse me, I'm trying to get to this artist. Like you have no idea they're the person or people that may help make that artist who they are.
Absolutely. In addition to Corporate Ken. So,
well, Corporate Ken, didn't he believe in one artist that we had on the show and he always gave us his records? Wasn't that Pitbull?
Aha.
He was on TVT Records.
That's right.
And now look at Pitbull, like one of the top pop hip hop artists.
He's now an international pop sensation now.
And what name do we call him? Because not just Pitbull. What's the name we give him?
People.
Okay. Yeah. You gotta say it like that.
So bringing things up to speed now, you said you're doing work on more so on the TV side. So what are some of the things that you're doing on the TV side, on that media side that you can tell us about?
I do a lot of production for BET. I produce. I also do technical stuff. I do utility stuff.
Now, when you say
I've done a lot.
People might think, you do beats for BET? Like, what do you mean by produce?
No, produce content for different Viacom properties.
Okay.
So there's different gigs that I get. If that, I know I'm being vague.
Right. You can't specifically talk about the actual properties. Okay. Gotcha.
That's fine.
I don't talk about it. You know what? I seem as I'm a humble person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't, the name dropping, I really don't do, but I do work for Viacom.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Now,
but I'm a freelancer.
Can you say what genre or type of programs that it is? You don't have to say the names of the program, but like what genre is it? Like is it like reality shows? Is it like entertainment shows? Like
it's always mixed. It's always mixed. So sometimes it could be news. You know, a lot of the stuff is urban. I've done stuff with BET Jams back in the days.
Okay.
I worked on 106 in Park for a little while.
Wow.
Gotcha.
So I've worked a lot of BET stuff because I actually managed a Viacom studio for them at one point in time, and I did a show with Beverly Smith out of the studio, out of the CBS studio.
Nice.
Beverly Smith,
absolutely style icon.
She's been doing a lot. Man, shout out to her also because she was on Good Day New York, Channel 5 with Ralph McDaniel. Uncle Ralph McDaniel, she was on there with him.
Yeah, I definitely respect Bevy.
Her hustle game is serious, and she is extremely humble and wonderful, and she will embrace you like, come over here, give me a hug. I'm like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, excuse me. You got to say excuse me sometimes with it because, it's like things going on.
Man, her sister bakes cakes, too. Her sister does the cooking thing. Trust me, she'll take care of you. She makes sure that you're good on set.
We gotta get her on here. Shout out to her. She's
we do.
She's done a lot for a lot of people.
Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe Corporate Ken can make that happen for us.
Yeah, I think she has a book coming out too, but that's not the story.
Yeah, something like that. So for those who want to get into the same line of work with you and do the things that you're doing, be a producer for these shows and for these properties like Viacom, which is a multinational corporate company. How would you do that, in today's times? How did you get to where you are, Ken?
In today's times, listen, every industry that I've been in, from the music to television, I always started at the bottom. And I learned as much as I could, plain and simple. So if you're trying to get into television and film, be a PA, a production assistant. Figure out where you want to go. Because from there you could work for any department. You could learn production and basically, and don't even worry about the pay. You're getting paid to learn. That's what people don't understand. If you're a true hustler, get paid to learn and then flip what you learn.
And a PA could consist of not even saying action, or it could be about getting coffee for people, correct?
Yes, it can be. It's about making sure people are taken care of as they're on set.
Right.
And in return, you're actually learning how to do their job. You're watching somebody in action and they're paying you to do that.
Precisely. Yeah, you have to be on your job to gain and ask as many questions as much as you can, and just stick around to see, like you said, what's going on, how this is done, and then you can get your feet wet with that, and then you can step in somewhere.
Another term for that also is called intern. For some people that don't know,
you can intern as well. Well, PAs get paid, interns get paid as well, but intern for people. Answer people's phones and do it properly. Because once you answer in somebody's phones, that means that you're meeting their people. People don't understand the hustle.
Right.
Everybody wants to be on top. You start someplace. And guess what? Even if you're on top, you still want to grow. So you still act like an intern or a PA at that level, though, because you want to learn the next level up.
We're going to call this intern PA class with Corporate Ken.
Listen, man, it's not even, it's just the hustle. All it is the hustle.
Absolutely.
No doubt, no question. It's Thermal Sound Waves, a natural alternative to fast food radio. We here, C.Truth, Kev Lawrence, talking to Corporate Ken, the executive in the entertainment game, doing this thing a long time coming. All the things that he's telling you about, he's done it, he's lived it, and that's why he's where he's at today. And you can do the same. You just can't be slacking out here. You got to take every opportunity that comes your way and run with it. Now, what are some of the things that you would like to get into, Ken, that you have not done yet so far?
What I would like to get into? Well, actually, what I'm getting into right now is NFT. So if you're not into cryptocurrency or blockchain technology, listen, make that move. You better switch gears because life is about to change.
Now, when you say that, some people may not know, what do you mean when you say NFT and blockchain? As much as people that do know might be like, how you don't know that? There are still people that have no idea of what you're talking about.
So NFTs are non-fungible tokens. It gets into detail. Like it's a lot. You know what I mean? And it's not that it's hard to explain. It's going to take a while. You sure you have time for that?
We'll get into another time, but we just want to make sure that
that might be another conversation.
Because you are You're vast.
Yeah, we don't want to get into the heavy details right now, but we'll bring you back for
Right.
that. But basically, it's an exchange of a medium of exchanging of funds and goods and services electronically.
And you know what, C.Truth and Ken, people may think that's just stupid. We spend money now, but even back in the days, there were some things that you wasn't using as means of currency way back in the days that you're doing now. So
do we spend money? We barter.
A lot of money is spent.
Now we barter.
Exchange. It's exchange.
Yeah, it's an exchange. It doesn't matter if it's a dollar bill, if it's a yen, if it's a Bitcoin. We barter. We exchange. That's all we do. Just another way of doing that digitally.
Precisely.
And side note, to get back to a little bit what we were talking about, what would you say to people out there now that are producing content on their own? Do you feel like they should keep it? What is a wise thing to do with the content that they create? And which way should they
put it out? Put it out. At the end of the day, if you're creative, put out your work. You have a benchmark. That's your benchmark. And then you're going to put something else out, make it even better. And then put something else out and promote it and market yourself. Don't wait. Don't wait for anyone. And don't be afraid to put out your work.
Definitely.
No question. Absolutely. Corporate Ken here with us on the program, Thermal Sound Waves, talking about production, TV, music, film, NFTs, all of those type of things, Bitcoin, and the likes, man. Corporate Ken is very well knowledgeable in all of those fields. Now, film-wise, real quick, and we'll get you out on this. What have you been working on the film world?
Well, I don't do film. I do television.
Okay, strictly TV. Okay.
What you could talk about?
Yeah, one that I could talk about. I mean, I worked a lot of different gigs. Last one was the Hip Hop Awards in Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
Was one that I was on. I've worked a Bellator fight, which was really different.
Really?
It was a fun gig. Yeah, at the
Shout out
Mohegan
to the
Sun.
Bellator fighters out there. Yeah.
Yeah. What else have I worked on?
That's mixed martial arts for everybody out there.
Yeah. The Hip Hop Awards, I worked on that as well. A couple of different gigs here and there.
Now, I know people out there that might say, well, he just said 2 gigs. Well, there's a reason why. Because in order for him to keep being on these projects, he has to be very kind of quiet about it. That's why they sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. But he's still trying to give you at least enough information for you guys to step out on your own and to get involved.
Right, because you want to make sure it's secure what you're doing and what you're working on, because there's a lot of people that steal things out here these days. So, that's a whole situation and why people are don't necessarily give you a lot of details on things at times for those particular purposes and reasons. But in any event, we want to thank you, Ken, for coming through and taking some time out from your busy schedule to, drop in with us again. It's been a little minute, but, you're always welcome. And
I appreciate it, fellas.
Let people know where they could get at you or see, like, some of your work or what have you, if you got social media or how they can get at you.
You know what? If anything, I'll start on my Audiophile Plus page. That's Audiophile, AudioPhilePlus. So that could be on Instagram.
Definitely got you. And once again, thank you, Ken, for everything. We will definitely stay in touch because we know you got some things going on with some projects and some interesting projects. So we will definitely be in contact with you, man. And thank you every time for everything in the past.
Not a problem, man.
In the future. Yes, sir.
Not a problem. Appreciate you guys.
No doubt.
All right. Later.
Okay. Peace. It's Thermal Sound Waves, a natural alternative to fast food radio. We here, C.Truth, Kev Lawrence is what it is. Thermal Sound Wave.